What's going on, my wonderful viewers? Welcome to a commentary that is just over some random gameplay that I had saved up, and one that I want to include you in. You, as been a viewer. Sure, my audience may be limited right now, but that does not mean we can't have a discussion via pre-recorded video, right? Right? Right. Okay, so today's topics are a little about me and Halloween, but I'm gonna start with Halloween first, just because it's one I've been really wanting to talk about. Now I'm not sure about you, but Halloween is like my favorite time of the year for many reasons, really. I love horror movies. The first one I saw was the original Dawn of the Dead 20 years ago. Since then, I've been to like a convention for it, and I own several versions of the movie. I've even seen Zombie 2, which is like an unofficial sequel that came, I think, before Day of the Dead, which was a sequel. But getting off topic, but I mean, I've seen almost everything horror has to offer since then, like Frankenstein to Night of the Living Dead to Psycho, all the way to newer movies such as like Cabin in the Woods, which is a great movie. You should check it out. I'm doing the creators a solid here, so they should throw a check my way. But you name it, I've probably seen it. And actually, if you want, go ahead and leave your favorite movie and why down in the comment section below, and I'll respond to it as soon as I can. It doesn't have to be hard, but I'm just curious what some people might think on movie selections. There's a ton out there to choose, so, go nuts. Back on topic, Halloween to me is one of the times of the year I think I'm happiest. It's weather changing, leaves falling, changing color, horror movies, as I mentioned, candy, dressing up. There's just no downside to this time of the year for me. I love it all. Even the air feels different. It's so refreshing. Hell, I remember going out as Dracula when I was a kid. It was like the best time I ever had with blood. Okay, that came out wrong, but but anymore, Halloween just blows. I mean, last year alone, I had barely any kids come to my house for candy. I mean, what the hell is that about? Trick or treating was like the best part of my childhood. Yeah, I aimed for a high happiness back then, but I got to dress up as my favorite horror character, and people gave me candy for it. Like, what was not to love about that scenario right there? And nowadays, some places even ban Halloween and have curfews. Like, what is that? Like, seriously? Like, what's next? I can only have one plate of food on Thanksgiving? I mean, I'm not even sure to blame for this. Like, is it society? Is it parents? Is it, like, enforcement? Like, who do you point your finger at for making Halloween a second-rate holiday? I went into Walmart the other day, too, and there was a little section for costumes. Terrible costumes at that, but you go down a little bit further, and there's a huge section for Christmas decorations. I mean, I'm talking, you name it, they had it. It was, excuse me, they had wreaths, they had bows, they had lights, they had fake Christmas trees, they just had a enormous section for everything you need for it to make light up your house like Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. Another good movie, you should watch that. And now it's like it's the middle of September, and that's all you see is Christmas stuff. I feel like blindsided that Halloween is second rate now, because when I was a kid, that seemed around here that was like one of the biggest holidays with parades and parties, and there was just people were like even did cool stuff at their house. Like I remember this one guy in another development from me, he always had excuse me again, he always had this like almost like haunted house type thing that he would make every year. It was just a little walk-in thing that you could do, and you grab candy and you walk. It was really awesome. Like everyone digged it. And then it's like more and more throughout the years, like that stopped happening, and there other people started, stopped doing that stuff. Like to me, that was, I looked forward to that every year. It was like, well, I'm like, oh well, like don't get me wrong, I love Christmas, but I was like, oh well, here comes Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I was just more excited for Halloween than I was anything. I don't know. I guess I feel like people are spoiled these days with like Christmas, getting their iPods and new stuff for their computer, a new game or that Call of Duty, whatever it is. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to understand it, but I will always be a Halloween guy at heart. I always have been. I'm always going to be. And I guess I just don't understand why no one else would be, because it's just always been such a huge part of my life. Was horror movies kind of got me started in like everything I've ever wanted to do. Like I wanted to make movies. I wanted to make horror movies. I wanted to go to where George Romero studied, because he's my favorite horror director. And that's just something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be involved in horror, and now I don't think you can really I find anything for Halloween that just even would make you even remotely feel like that. And to me, I just think that kind of sucks. But yeah, that's another thing you can do down in the comment section below. You can tell me what you think about Halloween or what your plans are doing. I know mine involves spending a lot of time with my girlfriend. I'm going to be, actually, she's going to be dressing me up as Freddy, and she does incredible special effects work. So with liquid latex and stuff like that for people who are into the makeup. I've seen a preview of it already, and it looks fucking amazing. Sorry for the language, but it does look incredible. So yeah, just leave a comment in the comment section below, and what are your plans for this Halloween? I'm anxious to hear. Now onto another topic. It's a little about me. I figured my viewers, I guess, don't really know too much about me, and I'm not one to really tell all to people I don't even know really, but I figured I would talk a little about me. Just anybody who's interested in my channel or finds me entertaining, which if you do, that's great. I don't think I'm certainly that entertaining, but if you think I am, you know what, you have my vote. Now me, I just recently got started in this YouTube thing. I've been a fan of a lot of people like XCal and Miles, who I'll put him in the description. He's a pretty big known fighting channel for fighting video games, but still, it can't hurt to give him a hand at all. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people I've always watched and I've loved, and like Hutch obviously goes without a saying really, but yeah, I've always wanted to do this, and one day I just went, you know what, I have too much time on my hands, I'm gonna just give it a shot. And honestly, I think it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I love doing it. I'm trying to be more active, but I kind of have a lot of stuff going on right now, and once it's over, then I'll have more time to invest into it. But I mean, I'm having a blast. I see why people love doing this, and I think it's great. Like, one day if I get paid to do it, that's awesome. If I never get paid to do this and I only have an audience of 100 subscribers, that would be great with me too. Like, to me, I love playing video games. Video games have been a big part of my life, just a bunch of movies have, and I love doing it. So I figured, why not share it? Maybe maybe I'll meet new friends to game with. Maybe I'll I don't know where this is going to take me, I guess is my point, but I'm having a blast doing it. I think it's so much fun to make videos and just goof around and have a good time. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, and while I'm looking for a job and whatnot and stuff, it's a hard market out there, to say the least. I'm still having trouble finding something, but good things come to those who wait and whatnot. But what else can I talk about today? Yeah, every now and then too, you might hear a cat in the background too. I happen to have a lot of cats living here. I still live at home, so I have my parents have quite a few cats, and I have two myself. One was voluntary, one was not. That just came out of the blue. We had a cat pass away, and I was going to look at kittens just because I was going over to the vet clinic to help with, and this cat just ran up my entire leg, and he just went up my side, and he ran up to my shoulder, and he just sat there and just started snuggling his face into my face. And right then and there, I knew I had to have him. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I had a job at the time. I was like, I will pay for this cat. I'm like, I have no problem with it. I'm taking him home. But I didn't take him home right that second. I went home, and a couple hours later, I went back to get him. I was like, I have to have him. I can't live without him. And ever since then, even to this day, he still sucks my thumb, and he licks my face every night. And he's 17 pounds. He's a very big cat, but I love him to death. I really can't imagine life without him now. It's kind of ridiculous, but well, that's about to wrap it up for this commentary. There will be plenty more in the future, so if you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, make sure to press the subscribe button, and if you liked it, make sure to leave a like, and as always, leave a comment in the comment section below of what I talked about, and I will talk to you later.